Well, hi there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Z. Yours truly, Z from Z Productions. And here it is. This is the first podcast I'll be doing here. I'll call it something interesting, like alcohol and assholes, because or something like that. It has to be something catchy, because if it's not catchy, then you're not going to get anybody. Am I right? Am I right, Jordan?
Right.
All right. So this is my older brother, Jordan. He is also a gamer.
More handsome.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little bit rude, but I will take that in stride because I know it's a lie. But basically, what we're going to be doing here is me and Jordan have done this shit for a long time without recording it. We just start talking about things that piss us off, and a lot of times it's video games. Some of the times it's other stuff, but this time it's going to be video games because there's a lot of shit to be upset about. A whole lot of shit. Jordan, do you want to introduce yourself in any way, shape, or form?
No, I'm your older brother.
Cool. All right, so he's the brother. That's all you need to know. And what are you drinking tonight, Jordan? Because I am drinking Diet Coke and low tier whiskey. So that's what I have under my belt tonight.
Bottom shelf whiskey with Diamond Dew.
Damn. I feel like a fucking redneck. Good God.
Well, I mean, we can't afford the good stuff, so what are you gonna do?
Not yet. If you guys can help us out here, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna plug it that way here. So, but today we're just going to be talking about video games because that I don't know about you, Jordan, but video games have been shitting the bed in my opinion for such a long time. Like, when's the first time that you think that games started like losing their luster? And I'm saying losing luster, and we'll go more into it. Trigger warning. Hold on, Jordan. I just need to tell everyone this right away because I need to get it out of the way real quick. There's going to be a lot of sidetracking because when me and Jordan start drinking, we just start saying anything on the mind. So I apologize. I'll try to ring it back and do the correct podcast thing and be a good host and say, okay. Okay, I understand, Jordan. I understand that the porn industry is run by Jewish conspiracy theorists. I understand that. Can we get back to what we were saying before? I'll try to do that throughout the entire thing. I can't guarantee it though, because I'm probably going to be the one talking about the Jewish conspiracy theorist. So, Jordan, what do you think? When do you think that the video games started going in a different direction? I'm guessing it was around the time where microtransactions were introduced, but I don't know. Tell me, Jordan. You're older. You're 1 year older than me. You should probably know.
Yeah, but who played? I mean, you play more variety games than I ever will.
True.
You know, you and Austin both like to go out and buy the new fangled games out there, and I don't. I think the last
game Jordan bought and stuck to was World of Warcraft, and he's still doing it today. So
that's what I want. That's $60 for a story is fine if the story is just mind blowing. Like if I would have bought BioShock Infinite day one, I would be happy with that purchase. But if I bought like Red Dead Redemption 2, I wasn't sucked down by that.
Jordan's not quick on his feet apparently. Every single time you're trying to make like a this or that, you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't know.
I don't play a lot of games, so the whole plan of my life is to play a little. I want to play one game or two because I'm playing RuneScape now, but I want to stick with one game until I get sick of it. And RuneScape never. I love that game. WoW, I love that game. But
oh, wait a minute, Jordan. Are you telling me that the amazing, breathtaking? I think it was 9. It's like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Hold on a second. Red Dead 2. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Everyone's giving it a 10 out of 10. Are you saying, Jordan, that a 10 out of 10 game was just not up to your liking?
What game? For Red Dead 2?
Yeah, Red Dead 2.
Yeah, I didn't. It was okay. I don't know. I just wanted to feel like I love GTA. The whole story with that fucking
Which one? Like
5.
Okay, because there's 5 of them, so I didn't know what the hell you were talking
GTA
about.
5, I feel, has the best story of any game I've played ever in my life, because the characters melded together. They were awesome.
Melded,
It
huh?
was like they knew each other their whole goddamn life in real life, and they put that out in the game,
Okay, all right,
and I love it.
but what I guess. So what it's sounding like, Jordan, is you're throwing it back over in my court. I asked you a specific question, and you're like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you're the one who buys more variety of games." So it sounds like you're trying to push it right back on me.
I can't answer that question because I don't play I don't play a lot of new games.
Well, that's
and you know
that's why I initially gave it over to you, though, because I was like, I don't know when this shit happened. I have no idea. Like that's what absolutely sucks about the gaming industry is that they did it so subtly that it's like I can't remember. I don't know when like the first game of microtransactions. Can we talk about microtrans? We're going to talk about microtransactions here, Jordan. Microtransactions are fine. The like it's an unpopular opinion, but they're fine if it's cosmetic only, and if the cosmetic only is done well. Like if it's done well, then it's like, oh, congratulations, you guys spent more than a weekend on this. Very good, very good. Here's my money. But I did this in a video that I put out before where it was brand, like the brand skin, zombie brand. Compared to regular brand, zombie brand has done so much subtle and not so subtle things to make me want to buy that fucking skin. For anyone who doesn't know, brand is person from League of Legends. I mean, it's all you need to know is it's a good explanation of what a skin should be. Now, do you agree, or are you good?
Yeah, that's a good skin.
Okay, right. I was like, motherfucker, you talk shit about my zombie brand,
skin.
I am going to kill someone. But the thing is, like, a lot of the shit, and I'm gonna use Apex Legends right now. I'm gonna use Apex Legends, like the game. I actually do. I really, really like the game. I don't adore it like a lot of people out there are doing right now. I just think it's fine. It's a fine game. It's well crafted, well put together. But there are some skins out there that are like $5 to make it look like a red camo skin. It's like $5 for me to look like a commando who's been shot a few too many times. Like, how is this worth $5? Oh, you don't have to do $5, Zach. Zach, don't be like that. You can use in-game currency, like, or like in-game loot boxes. Like, yeah, but you don't get a loot box every single level. You get a loot box like every 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 levels, and then it's like I have to play this game. I have to make this my full-time job to get a decent amount of skins and shit. And guess what? Your game's not that great. Your game is taking a thing that has been done over and over and over again, and you did it fine. You did it fine, but it's like, you know what? I would rather play a story. And I don't know, Jordan, why don't you like playing stories? Because maybe you're the other side. I'm definitely a story-driven guy. I love playing games with stories. Obviously,
so do I.
Obviously, there are games. Okay, so but you do like games like RuneScape and
but
World
I'm
of
not
Warcraft,
picking. I'm not dropping $60 on a 2-hour story. That is a waste of my time. It's a waste of my money, my precious money.
Well,
that I'm not just going to give to those goddamn developers because a flashy new game is out. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree that the story shouldn't be 2 hours. Like, I don't know many games that were only like 2 hours long, unless they're like an indie game. Indie games can somewhat do that. But let me just drop something out here, Jordan. Do you like game developers nowadays? Let me hear your story, because we're supposed to be talking about game developers. We're going in multiple different ways. Like I said, guys, this is just what's going to have to fucking happen. But Jordan, what do you feel about it? Because they've done a lot of shady shit. And what really sucks for me personally is 2 of my favorite gaming companies, Blizzard and Bethesda, have been fucking us raw. No lube, no KY jelly, no taking me out to dinner and saying that my eyes look good. Nothing. They fucking take my money and they say, well, the game's not complete yet, but just wait. We have a roadmap. Do you not see the roadmap? We put it on our Twitter page. There's a roadmap, okay? And I'm like, I saw.
We want that.
No, we don't.
Talking from because roadmaps are all about agile. You wanna get the year ahead, and you want to put in every month. You want to put out some new functionality. I don't think it works with video games.
No.
It doesn't make sense with video games. It makes sense with mobile banking shit. It makes sense for that, but you cannot. You put out a full game, and that game gets good responses like Apex, and you build off it. Like Fortnite also. Oh, Fortnite sucked when it came out.
Fortnite still sucks.
It wasn't. Hold on.
Fortnite still sucks.
It's not. It's not when it comes to money. Although you want to use that same argument, Activision did great last year because of the microtransaction bullshit.
Let's keep. That's a whole nother yelling session.
Dude, I'm telling you right there. It's.
And I have to inform everyone. Activision laid off fucking 800 people because they had the best year of their fucking. To date, they had the best selling year, and they fired 800 people. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it, Jordan. Please help me think. Help me figure out. Was there 800 people that were constantly having sex with underage children? Maybe that's why they had to fire them all. Like, look at these 800 people. They're constantly having orgies with these underage children. Well, we obviously got to fire them. We had a great year, so we can keep them on our payroll, keep them making games. It has to be something, Jordan. Because they can't just fire the people because of no fucking reason. That would just be ludicrous, Jordan.
They can do whatever they want. It's their company, bro.
I know! I hate that. But I hate that fucking saying. I hate it.
I know. Put yourself in their shoes, Zach, would you?
Would I fire people when we have a record-breaking year? No.
Yes, but in Activision's terms, Heroes of the Storm, competitive is dead. I don't know how many people they hired for that. I don't know how many people they got on the.
I really hope you're playing. I really hope you're playing devil's advocate, because if you're sticking up for Activision, I'm gonna have to disown you as a brother. Okay, if you're
trying to look both ways here. Zach.
If you're sticking up for the company that has dragged my favorite gaming publisher or a developer into the fucking dirt with their dirty practices, then I'm gonna have to disown you as a brother.
The best way to tell them that is to not buy anything from them.
Good point, Jordan. Let's go into that.
Let's tell your filthy fans that. Tell them.
First off, don't call them filthy fans.
If they don't, I mean, if they're like me and they drilled WoW into the dirt. Don't know why, because not making them money.
First off,
making $15 a month, but
first off,
not microtransaction.
Don't call my fans filthy, okay? They are very clean, pristine, and they are very intelligent and sexy, okay? Especially the people that donate to my Patreon. Make sure you guys donate to my Patreon. But let's talk about that, because I do agree. I do agree that is 100%. Not 100%, sorry. It's about 60-40. I would say 60-40. 60% the company is doing shitty things, and then 40% are the fucking whales and the people who keep buying this shit thinking, oh, they've changed. They've obviously changed. It's like an abuse victim. It's just like, no, they fucked me before. I said no. I said, please stop doing this, but they kept fucking me. But that was my fault. That was my fault, guys. It's okay. You don't need to. Please don't put Blizzard into bankruptcy. Please. It was my fault that I did everything, because it is their fault. Like, that's one thing I don't understand is why if something fucks you, you're supposed to be like, no. Fuck me once. That one's free on me. But you fuck me twice, I'm going to start getting pissed off because I don't like things being inserted into me. And that's what's metaphorically happening with this. But no, it doesn't matter. Because, like, personally, I think Battlefield 5, 4, 6? I don't know. The most recent one that came out with that had the paraplegic woman who beat up a fully grown man with a bat full of nails on it and something else retarded like that. But that one still sold multiple millions. Multiple millions, and it's because people fucking bought it. People don't care.
Right.
Like, people don't care. So you and I, as fat fucking fat
Fits.
angry. No, you're fat, Jordan. You're just fat as I am. But like fat angry men just wanting to play a fucking game with no politics and no shit in it, they're gonna say, well, we're gonna put politics in this, and they say, fine, we're not gonna fucking buy your game, and they're gonna be like, fine, we got fucking 5 million other people who are gonna buy the game. It's like, fuck.
Yes, and Austin's one of those people.
By the way, Jordan keeps name dropping the name Austin. He's a cousin that used to play with us a lot, and then he doesn't play anymore.
He's the stupid idiot cousin that used to play games, and now he instead of plays games, he buys the games but never plays them. He's the problem with AAA companies and them putting out a game even though it sucks ass. They make the trailer look all flashy. Buys it day one, never touches it, or touches it, hates it, doesn't touch it again. And that's why you can't buy anything day one anymore these days. You gotta let the other idiots. I wouldn't go game journalists because they're a bunch of idiots anyways. You gotta get out there and look at the Reddits. You gotta look at whatever popular forums are out there.
You're doing a fantastic job. And by the way, I was clapping you, not sarcastically. I thought you were just going to shit on Austin for literally 20 minutes. And I was like, these people don't know fucking Austin. Don't do it. But you looped it back. Good job.
Yeah. Well,
second off, can you sound any more older? You said the Reddits. You got to look on the Reddits. I don't know how many
subreddits are out there for whatever game you're talking about.
It's like
it's
like an old man saying, like, or it's like a dad saying, "Yeah, I was looking on the Facebooks, and they were talking about Momo, the creepy doll that tells people to kill themselves. Those Facebooks is a scary place to be." Like that's exactly what it sounded like.
I'm there yet?
No, not yet. But the way you said the Reddits and just passing, it was funny. But yeah, I don't. Like, here's the thing. Like, I have been following a couple of games this year. There's a couple of games I'm excited about. There's CD Projekt Red's game Cyberpunk 2020. Something. I can't remember the actual number. I always have a problem with that number afterwards. But I'm excited about that game because I've loved their Witcher games way before Witcher got popular.
Yes, but are they going to be the next Bethesda?
That's the fucking point, Jordan. Thank you for predicting the future and seeing what the fuck I was going to say.
They're going to be the next. Everything AAA.
No, I'm not going to say that they're going to be, but that's...
What AAA company out there now has been putting out quality video games not littered with microtransactions? And I'm not saying that microtransactions are a bad thing. If they want to put, like the time they put in for brand, they get custom everything, a new voice, everything, and you want to put a $20 price tag on it, I'm down. I will support your company because you put the time and effort. But if they want to say brand, who normally has ratty ass clothes with fire orange red hair, but instead we're gonna turn it green, and it's gonna be $20 for that one. Save everything else, $20. Now I'm saying no, you're out of your mind. You're out of your goddamn mind. All of these, like, it's what, 76 Fallout 76. They could have done so many things. I
mean, Jordan, they
could have not. Everything costs what, $4 or $5 for a...
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk.
A ring on your finger.
I wanted to talk about. I wanted to keep moving on and just be very vague about everything, but I do want to talk about Fallout 76 because anyone who does not know,
because I know that you've touched it.
I've touched it. I've made 2 videos about me going through it, and it was fucking insane. Like, so the basic idea is, a lot of people like to think like, oh, you get these in-game currencies by paying money and that's it. No, you could do it by doing stuff, like just random stuff around the world. I mean, you could get it by killing 10 mole rats or something like that, and like, hey, here's 20 Here's 20 in-game currency. I can't atoms. That's what they are. Here's 20 atoms for doing that thing. But the further you go on in the game, the less and less and less and less, and then nothing after you unlock all of the crap. Then that's your set amount. That's Bethesda giving you a briefcase full of, let's say, 2,000. Here's $20 worth of atoms. Congratulations. You played all of the shit that we put in the game. I hope you have money. I hope your parents have money, because that's all you're going to get. And then you go into the shop and you're like, well, I got $20 after playing 40 hours of this game. Let's see what I can buy. Okay, it looks like I can buy a suit. I could buy a hat. I could buy some sunglasses and a pair of gloves. That's it. That's it. That sounds good to me. It looks like if I need another set of something, I'm going to have to make another character, put another 40 hours into this game, and bada bing, bada boom, I'm right back to $20. And it's so fucking frustrating because
what would you do though in that kind of, like, League of Legends, you have skins every different game, all that bullshit. What would you do? What would you need? What would need to happen for Fallout 76 for you to drop $20 on a t-shirt? Nothing. I could literally, there's nothing in the world that would make me want to say, I'm going to pay $20 for this goddamn t-shirt.
Oh, boy, that's
not
really tough.
A single thing.
Because
what the fuck is on it.
You're really putting apples and oranges. So the skins in League of Legends are something that are constantly there, right? They're constantly something that you see. It's like, oh, that's a neat looking skin. Oh, look, that's still a neat looking skin. I might want to buy that skin. That's a cool looking skin. I don't think there's anything in Fallout 76 that could make the skin cool enough for me to want to buy it, because you have to make something that's subtle enough where it's not going to be like outward. Like Rust is a game that comes to mind where people, they sell like modded items, and there are some modded items that glow in the dark, and it's like, well, that's giving away my position. That gives me literally nothing besides, how cool is it that my hat glows in the dark? Headshot. I'm fucking dead because I am just, there should be a spotlight on me. And that's the same thing with Fallout 76. You can't have something like glowing or maybe an animation on a t-shirt or something like that, because it's going to point you out. It's going to completely give you away. And then anyone who wants to be a dickhead to you and kill you, they could do that. And so it has to be subtle enough where it's just like, oh, that's a cool skin, done. And then I'm done. You know, if I really want that skin, I'll fucking buy that skin. But it can't be enough that's going to ruin your gameplay experience by saying, oh my god, look at that fucking guy. Cool skin. All right, let me get my scope out because this guy's fucking dead now. Bam! It's one of those type of things where, and that's why it's hard for me to say that Fallout 76 is ever going to do anything. And that really hurts me to say, because Bethesda's been my bae for years. I was not one of the people that was just like, I've been there since the very beginning of Bethesda. Yeah, I've been there since the very first Elder Scrolls or for the very first Fallout. I wasn't. I started at like Morrowind, I think. I started at Morrowind, which is one before Oblivion, and then I went to Oblivion, and then went from there. I played all their other games. Fallout. I started at Fallout 3. Went from there, and it really bothers me that they decided to do this cash grab, and for fuck's sake, when the entire internet was making fun of them, when the entire internet was saying, this is not what you're supposed to do. You're taking a single-playing game, and you're making it a multiplayer game with nothing in between. A bunch of holotapes and a bunch of robots. There's going to be no NPC, there's going to be nothing, and I looked at all that, and I said, it's a multiplayer game. If the PvP is fun and good, I'm going to be happy. If the missions are not the same old bullshit that you see in every other MMO, I should say MMORPG, MMORPG, and it's not just go over here, kill this thing, collect this amount, come back over here, and we'll give you a special prize. Why don't you come into my special van and with no windows, and I'll give you a special prize for giving me those 13 gizzards. It's like, as long as it wasn't that, I would have been happy. But it's that. It's exactly that. And that's what sucks for me, is that I'm seeing a company that I was just so in love with go to the whole, go over here. Hey, kill those things. Okay, come back here. Good job. High five. And it's like, oh, why? And then they put microtransactions on it, and it's buggy as fuck, and it's ugly as shit because they're using an outdated engine, and it bothers the hell out of me, and I'm so upset. I'm so upset about Fallout 76, and I still gave it, like, when I first put out a review of it, I said 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, not good, but it's not terrible. It's not 0 out of 10, and I still stand by that. It's not 0 out of 10, but man, I have to bring it down to like 4 or 5 because the bugs take you right out of everything. And it's like you go to one type of event, which is, if anyone doesn't know what an event is, you've never played a Mamorpica in your entire fucking life, but it's just something that the entire world can join in. And it's always the same thing. Fight this amount of waves. Okay, done. Okay, what do I do now? Wait for more waves. Oh my god, is this it? Just give me my shit now. Just please give me my shit. It bothers me to take something that I've seen in such high regard to such a piece of shit that it is right now. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, kids, boys and girls, don't ever think that someone's not above the almighty dollar, because they'll find a way. They'll find a way to fucking take it and be like, you love our shit? Great. We got a fucking fan base. Oh, that's people who are gonna pay us money. Yes, let's start doing scummy shit. And the same thing happens with YouTubers too. It's anybody who has a fan base of anything. The power gets to them and they say, look here, this is my shit right now. Fucking get ready to get all this shit crammed down your throat at any point. It happens all the fucking time, and it pisses me off. I need to get another drink. Jordan, talk to the podcast while I'm gone. I'm gonna be a minute.
What on earth? I gotta talk to myself?
Talk to me. I'm still listening to you.
All right, Zach. What's going on?
Shut up.
I think you best get used to this because I know it's going to be coming hot and heavy in the future. You can blame the Eastern culture because everything that they do is microtransactions and mobile. And I'm kind of shocked that, like, the people that are leading these projects and these companies don't take into account that you're going to get backlash because people didn't want to do this in the first place. They don't like microtransactions. They're in the Western world now, but they're not accepted. And then you want to start putting on. It's just lazy. I can't stand it. And I know what Bethesda did. They tried to put out a game with their old engine to save money, to hopefully make a lot of money. And obviously, you had dumbass developers doing it, or the engine was literally trash. But rewriting an engine would have costed millions of dollars.
But the thing that I'm upset with is they have millions to do that, and not only that, they can take that engine and they can put it for further Elder Scrolls games, their Starfield, I think is what it's called, whatever their space RPG that they're making, and they can do it for more Fallout games, but they're not. They're sticking with older technology because they're like, it's gonna take a lot of money to update this engine. It's like, then fucking do it. I'm not here to play a game that's from 2003. I'm here to play a game, and I wanted to hold on to this for a while. By the way, I was going. Excuse you.
Pardon me.
I will have 100% pristine. Wow, I can't think of anything. Be nice, okay? Don't be burping. I'm trying to think of what I was pristine.
I'm sorry, Zach. What my burp got you off your train of thought or what?
No. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't. Politeness. God, how did I not get that? But the joke is dead now, so we got to keep going here. But the thing is, okay, so the Asian market thing, the Eastern market, I agree. I mean, they spend way more money, and you say it's lazy, I say it's greedy. What they are doing now is what they're saying, look at this market over there. We could do that market if we tried.
I know, but they're trying to get into a market that's already saturated.
Yeah, saturated. Yes, I thought you were going to go with they're going into a market when they already have established a market of people who hate that shit. So it's like
that too. It's saturated and people will not accept it and don't want to play it. But then you got the idiots out there like Austin who will keep buying their bullshit just because it's the company that you once loved.
You're talking about the game. I'm like, I don't think Austin likes microtransactions.
You're probably part of this goddamn issue, Zach.
Me?
Remember the one that says, they're going to, Bethesda's putting out some new dank-ass Star game. I'm going to go into some black hole. I'm going to go transport to another universe, but I won't do it till I get $15 down a month. You'd be like, whoa, Bethesda, I'm down because you're my favorite game company ever, Zach. I'm doing that because you love Bethesda. And as times, Zach, you go separate ways. I'm taking the little high road here, Bethesda. Fuck you. I'm not.
If I was like that, then I wouldn't be complaining right now, Jordan. I'm complaining for a fucking reason. Are you kidding me, Jordan?
I didn't buy 76 because I heard all the bullshit, and you still did those.
I know, but you can't just take what other people say as truth.
Yes, you can. If a vast majority of it is this is bad, don't do it, and you're like, F you, I'm buying it.
Yes, I was going to buy it no matter what, because Bethesda has been nice to me. Because that's what people do. They set up a rapport with a gaming company. If Blizzard came out and they said, we have a new World of Warcraft coming out, it's a new expansion, and then you get there and you can't hit the final level or the final 10 levels until you pay another $10 a month. So instead of paying 15 or whatever it is a month, you're paying 25. It's the same thing. Like, you'd be like, the fuck is happening here? And then Blizzard comes back at you saying, well, I'm sorry, it takes a lot of time to make games. So, we need to increase the prices because of the games. And it's like, okay, but why were you keeping that in the dark until the day fucking of? I'll tell you why, because it's bullshit. Like, I remember at the very beginning, Bethesda said Fallout 76 will only have microtransactions, only for the cosmetics. And now, very recently, there was a leak that happened where we're saying that they were selling loot boxes, which gave you buffs to certain types of things, which means that you're paying to be fucking better. I don't get it. They say one thing and then they switch to another thing, and it bothers the fuck out of me. Now, do you have anything to say right there? Because I want to go on to another thing.
When are you going to say enough's enough?
It's right now. I've been making many videos, and this podcast is the first. This is enough. I'm tired of getting a dick in my ass and a dick in my mouth, metaphorically, by the way. I'm tired of getting gangbanged by these companies. I'm tired of it. That's why I do more reviews on indie games. I want to find an indie game. I want to see it. I want to say, this is a good idea. I like what's going on. I'm going to make a review and tell as many people about it as I can. Boom. Because indie games have a fucking policy where it's like, well, we are nobody. We are no one. So what we need to do is we need to actually give something that's a fucking worth of any sort of credit of interest in this fucking game, because we are nobody. Our name means absolutely jack shit. So we need to fucking put out the best product that we could have. Sure, maybe it's an early access. Maybe it's an alpha. Maybe it's in beta, whatever. But people can see the idea. Fucking Universum is the best subject of this, where Universum came out and said, this is a massive project. We want to start you with a civilization that goes from the primitive times all the way up to searching the skies. You get attacked by aliens if you don't know how to do diplomacy. It's a big project, but we just need your finances. We need your money, we need your time, and we need your positive comments to keep us going. And they're doing fucking fantastic. They're in the modern ages right now. Like, that's what you need to do, is that you need to bring something forward. Any programmers have nothing to their name. They need to bring something forward saying, this is our idea. Do you like it? Yes, I do. Here's $30. Thank you for your $30. We'll keep working on this. AAA game companies are like, you know what the fuck we did? Ah, yeah, you know what the fuck we do. You know that you love us. Go ahead and give us money. And fucking everyone's just yes, 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 including me. I was one of those guys. I was like,
that's the
here,
truth.
here, AAA Game Company. You have given me fucking 6 games that were phenomenal. I fucking loved it. I don't know how I feel about you being a multiplayer game, but I'll give you a shot. Todd Howard, I'll give you a shot, no problem.
Can you think about, like, are they even worried about... Because, back in the day, I mean, World of Warcraft, Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, they weren't done until they were done. And people were pissed off because they pushed out release dates. But when they came out, it was just gold. It was delicious. And Bethesda, the same goddamn way. Everything they put out was delicious because they took their goddamn time to do it. This was clearly rushed. The 76 was clearly rushed.
Clearly.
I don't know why they rushed it.
Clearly.
But do they not think about the future, saying, we put this out now and it bombs? How many people, next time we drop a game, are not going to buy it day one? How many people are going to wait till the reviews are out and then read saying, this is crap, do not buy it, and then never buy it? How much revenue are they losing because they put out this one trash product? It's the same way with WoW. The next expansion that comes out, I'm not buying it day one. I'm not pre-ordering that goddamn thing.
Okay, that's a major thing. Jordan has bought all of them day one.
Yeah,
every
day
single one of them.
I pre-ordered every goddamn one. But this one they gave me this year has been ass. And it's because they're clearly not putting any goddamn time in. They back in the day they had developers, they had players be the developers. Now they have developers are hired off the street and they got some higher up saying this is what's going to happen because this is probably what's going to work. And then it goes live.
Probably what's going to work. Yep.
Probably goes live and then it says, wow, that was okay. Well, unsubscribe. That wasn't very fun.
Yeah. And
there's always got to be something for me to do. And they fucked it up. And now guess what? Next time you ain't getting my business until reviews come out saying it's good. That's what's going to happen.
And then the publishers think it's the fucking developers' fault. When the publishers
right.
Yeah. The developer's like, look, we need to push this back more because we don't know what the hell we're going to do with it. And the publishers are like, oh, this is the buying time. There's no way we're going to push this back. And it's like, we're not done with it yet. There's bugs. There's other things that we need to do. Nope. We need to keep pushing. Which makes no sense for Fallout 76 because I don't think they have a publisher. They're their own publisher, and they still fucked up Fallout 76. I don't get it. And I want to bring up one thing. God, I want to bring up so many things, and this is where the fucking the multiple different roads go down to here. So, hopefully you guys are not annoyed by how many different things that we're going to talk about. But I want to keep something. I want to end on a positive note. So I'm going to keep that for the very end. I want to talk about: do you think casual gaming is kind of killing the actual gamers, you and me, and Austin? Yes. Maybe because here's the thing:
Austin's a casual gamer. He's the reason we're dying.
No, I'm not going to say that. What I will say is casual gamers, aka people who play games for like 3 hours out of the entire week because they're busy, fucking their mistresses and taking care of their kids and doing adult stuff, whatever. And it's one of those type of things where people like me who just want a good game with a good story and a likable characters and everything else like that. That's what I want. Like I enjoy competitive games. I do. I still like League of Legends. That's fine. I like League of Legends. I like Apex Legends. Sorry about that. I like all that. But I do want a game that's like Red Dead Redemption. That's like Grand Theft Auto 5. That's like a. I'm trying to think of another one. Jordan, help me. Help me out here, Jordan. What's it? BioShock Infinite. I want a game that has a fantastic story. No politics, no bad voice acting, no bad CGI, no absolutely anything else like that. Fucking Mass Effect Andromeda, you piece of shit. I'm so glad I didn't fucking buy you. I'm so glad I bought every single not Bioshock, Mass Effect game before that, and then Andromeda came out, and I'm like, I don't have the money for it. I guess I'll just wait for a little bit until I get the money. And then the fucking reviews came out, and I'm like, oh, you're a piece of shit now. You're a fucking piece of shit. Your story didn't count. Your story didn't matter. You fucked up on the animations. How did you fuck up this badly? And then Anthem came out, and then Anthem's apparently a piece of shit too. So BioWare, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're obviously shit in the bed. Get off the bed. We need to clean the sheets. Okay, so casual gamers, I feel like, are doing a lot of it because the game companies are obviously doing what they're supposed to be doing for game companies. They're supposed to be game companies that try to do as much as they can to capitalize as much as they can. But when you do that, you lose quality. You lose quality when you try to cater to the casual people who play, I don't know, mobile phone games and shit like that. Like, if you look at a game that is specifically catered to the general public, aka Call of Duty games or Battlefield games, then it fucking takes away from the people who actually want to use skill and everything for that. Like, you play a game from back in the day, like, let's just say the same thing. Let's say Battlefield. Battlefield, I think the last one I played was 2 or something like that. Yeah, it was low quality. It was hard to play because it was older systems. I get it. But when things were a little bit more smoother and things were able to be a little bit more ready for everyone to have what the fuck they wanted, then all of a sudden it's just like, well, the people are saying the game's too hard. It's like, well, yeah, we made the game hard so it's more challenging. I mean, we're not going to just be sitting here for shits and giggles while people stop playing the game.
Well, Dark Souls.
I don't know what the fuck they want us to do. Yeah, Dark Souls is
a hard game, but that got amazing reception.
Yes.
Because it was probably, I don't know, I didn't buy it when it came out, but it was, I don't know if it was marketed a hard game. Good luck.
Well, they did. That was one of the things. Is as soon as the reviews came out, it's, oh my god, this is so hard, but it's so rewarding. Mm-hmm. The atmosphere is fantastic, and I played Dark Souls 2, and the atmosphere is amazing. You see something in the distance, and you're like, man, I wish I could go there. And all of a sudden, you're looking around 3 hours later, and like, this is that fucking place. Like it's amazing. Now the PvP, I don't know that much because I don't do much with that. But the actual game it hits you in the face with that thick dick, and it's just like, oh fuck, this is so hard. But you keep doing it, and you do it over and over and over again. And I think what happened there is the developers are like, we don't want your casuals around here. Okay, fuck you. We don't want you here. What we want is actual fucking players to enjoy the game. And it was a massive success. Now, by the time Bloodborne and the third Dark Souls came out, people were starting to, wane. But they got a good franchise out of all of this shit by doing what the gamers fucking wanted.
The problem with WoW is they did cater to the casual, which back in the day, that's why I liked playing that game, because I always had something to do when I got on. And now, when I log on, I got nothing to do. So I log off. That's not fun. Grinding is a good thing. Making it hard is a good thing. You make everything easy and automated. It just kills it. So
yeah, grinding for me in games is it's tough for me to, because grinding does do things, but if it's blatantly grinding, then it's not fun. Like, from what I've heard, full disclosure, I did not play Anthem. I have not bought Anthem. I did not play it during beta or anything else like that, or anything. I did not do it because I thought I would get bored of the game, and that's exactly what people are saying now. People are saying, flying around and fighting, really fun for the first couple hours. And then it's like, okay, what else do we got here? Well, you could fight a big mech. Okay, what else? Well, that's it. And it's like, well, what else are we going to do? Well, go play the story. The story sucks. I stopped playing the story and started going multiplayer because the story sucks. What else do you got? would you guys just be careful? Would you guys just relax? There's a roadmap, okay? There's a roadmap that if you wait 3 years, we'll put more stuff on. It's like, that's not what a video game... A roadmap is supposed to be there.
Yes.
No, a roadmap is supposed to be there for, you got the basic idea. The basic game is good. It's playable. It's fun.
Yes.
I will play it for 40 hours before I get bored of it. And then you put out more stuff like, oh, I gotta go back to that. It's not putting out a bland, open world bullshit map and then saying, well, we'll put stuff in it later on. It's like, the stuff was already supposed to be here. It was already supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be flying around for 5 minutes trying to find something to kill. It's supposed to be here.
The roadmap, it works because if you take a look at Star Citizen, Zach, who's been in development for years.
Don't fucking talk to me about Star Citizen. That fucking scam.
When that game comes out, it will be revolutionary.
It will not.
For any game out there, it will be the game to model off of a successful game.
It will not. Guess what? They've already done it.
It's because I mean the ships are a little expensive. I wouldn't buy the $1,200 ship, but they've got you can go from space to the planet instantly without loading anything. That right there is putting it leagues ahead of other. Like, what about your Extreme Dangerous? Can you do that? Can you go from space into the goddamn
Dangerous.
planet?
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's already been done. It's Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is the game that you play if you want to play Star Citizen now. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you really standing up to Star Citizen?
Star Citizen, it's a good model. It's a good model, Zach.
But it's poorly made. The fucking guy, the CEO of that company is the biggest dickhead ever. He has changed.
Looking at the CEO. You do everything, Zach.
We're
worried about the CEO.
It's a scam. It's a scam. It's the scammiest of scams.
A goddamn scam.
And guess what? Because they put out so many things, the fucking whales are going to be 110% in charge of that entire game. I get my shitty one cockpit, one person thing, and I get blown out of the sky by a 164 manned crew because some guy wanted to spend $24,000 on the game. Fuck that game. That game is going to be broken if it comes out. If it comes out. Nobody knows if it's even going to be coming out. Nobody knows. And if it comes out, it's going to be so unbelievably unbalanced. They're going to take another 20 years to fix the fucking game. Fuck Star Citizen and fuck the CEO of that game. Fuck you.
I think you're just a little salty you can't afford a $24,000 ship. I think that's what's going on here.
I guess that might be it. That might be it.
That doesn't bother me. It don't bother me at all because all you gotta do is make friends with that person that made the $24,000 ship purchase.
Well, he's gonna need crewmates. So
yeah, I'll be on the outside just looking at the fighting, and I'll just say, "This is nice. It's nice to own land. Nice to own space." This was going to be.
Oh,
gotta make friends.
I'm just gonna say my final thing on that is fuck Star Citizen. I could talk about an entire podcast of just fucking Star Citizen. So I want to end this podcast on something a little bit more lighthearted. Couple of games that I am excited for this year, and I'm excited for it for the specific reasons that it's opposite of what we were just talking about in this podcast. The first one, as I already mentioned, it's CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk game. It looks great. It looks like there's not a lot of shit bogged down on it. As far as we know, it's not supposed to have microtransactions, but I'm weary. I'm weary about everything about that now. And the before I go on to the second game, because that's probably what I'm going to be talking about the most of. You want to add anything to that? Is that going to be a game that you're probably going to buy, Jordan?
I haven't bought a new game, and I fucking...
Well, would Cyberpunk be a game that you might want to buy?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so, all right. Never mind. Let's go to a game that we both know. Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds looks so good, and the fucking developers of it are just down-to-earth guys. Like, that's what they are. I've seen so many interviews with them. Like, I've seen the stupid I think Game Informant, I think, is the one that does the most shit on them. And they do things like, 136 quick fire questions to ask about the upcoming game. And they talk about the humor that's in the game, if it's going to be a lot like Fallout or not. And the guys are open. They're like, the guy's like, hey, the one of the best things about games is that you can find romance, and you can actually, interact with people and be romantic and everything, which is just like the guy's way of saying, can I fuck this broad here because I don't have a girlfriend of my own? That's really what he's saying. And the guys are literally just like, no, we're not doing that. And the guy's like, oh, why aren't you doing that? Just didn't have time to do it. I mean, we're focusing on other things. And that's exactly what you need to tell me. If I am a lonely neckbeard who lives in the basement that just wants to find another waifu, tell me. Tell me if this game is what I'm looking for. Because if I hear that and I say, can't be romantic with anybody else, fucking done. I need to go find masturbation material somewhere. That's what I need to hear. I don't need to hear, well, we're thinking about it. We're looking into some things. I mean, we're not going to count anything out. When the fuckers already know that they did not program it. Like, they already know. They just don't want to say anything that's going to hurt their bottom line. And the fucking guys at Obsidian, they're out. They're right out. Yes, it's going to have dark humor. Yes, it's going to have silly, slapstick type humor. It's going to be a lot like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. It's going to be one of those type of games. Except it's going to have an updated engine. There's going to be no microtransactions, hopefully. Again, these guys seem pretty cool, but I don't believe anybody right now. So it's hard for me to believe absolutely fucking anyone when they say no microtransactions. But they said it's going to be like open world for the most part. They're going like they're here. They say this is a space RPG. This is what it is. You have a problem with it, then don't buy the game. If you like that, buy the game. It's like, yes. What you're doing is...
I respect that if someone says that, yeah.
Yes, what you're doing is building a fan base. And with that fan base, you're going to add on. There's a ton of people out there that's going to want to play this game initially. And then when the game comes out and the good reviews come out saying this is a fantastic... space simulator, space RPG, I should say. This is a fantastic one. You can go to different galaxies, you can go to different planets, you can jump through a black hole, and boy, that was so fucking cool. And people who aren't even into RPGs or into space genres, they're gonna be like, wow, this guy makes me really want to buy the game. Let me check it out. Boom. Even if that guy doesn't know if he would like it or not, he's gonna try the game because you were fucking open with him to begin with. Like, I'm so sick of developers and publishers just leaving things willy-nilly. Oh, I guess we haven't thought about that. Maybe we will. Yeah, that's a good idea. We might have to look into that. The game's coming out in 3 weeks. Yeah, but we might be able to put something in that. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. There's no way you're gonna put in a romance with the transsexual alien beings with 14 tits. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. Are you kidding me? Like, you can't just tell me that, oh yeah, we're thinking about it when the game's coming out in 3 weeks. I'm so happy with Obsidian, and I'm so happy with the creators. I with how many interviews I watch of them. I should know their names, but I don't really know their names. But I'm just happy with them coming out and saying, look here, this is what we're bringing to the table. If you want a happy-go-lucky game that doesn't have dark humor or strong subjects, anything that's going to make you feel uncomfortable, don't buy this game. Just don't, because you're not going to like it.
We shouldn't have to warn them either.
You shouldn't have to. You should have to. Here's the thing. It's the same thing with books, and it's the same thing with movies. You shouldn't go into something knowing exactly what you're going to get. Because I was not expecting...
well, to be fair...
oh, fuck. I can't remember the game. Fuck. It was a game that had a lot of dark... fuck! Can't remember what it's called. Shit! I've ruined that entire reference. To be fair,
a book and a movie cost $10. A video game costs $60.
I know, but I feel like the video game is.
You can't just blindly go in saying I'm I can't take a $6 risk of something fucking.
Well, we can't, Jordan, but there are a lot of people out there that would just buy a $60 game to play it for 2 hours and quit because they have money. I mean, that's what it is. Like, we don't have that type of money. So I agree. You, me, I'm saying a good probably 60% of people out there, 60% of hardcore gamers can't just buy any $60 game and just be like, whatever. But at least we get something of it. Like, if I knew that fucking Gone Home was not a horror game and was more about opening up of a lesbian sexuality, spoiler alert, but that's all it was. It was shitty music.
You were so mad about that.
I still, like, I'm so upset I didn't do YouTube.
I still want a refund.
Yeah. I'm so upset that I didn't do a review. I didn't do reviews back in the day. Because if that was that, I would have made an hour-long rant video of Gone Home. Because fuck you, Gone Home. Everything about your advertisement said that it was supposed to be a horror game. The way you set up the atmosphere, the story of you come home from being at war and nobody's home and no one, all the doors are locked and nobody knows what's happening. It's like, oh God, what's happening? What's happening? And then by the very end, parents went off on again, spoiler alert for a game that's fucking 8 years old or whatever. But it's like, parents went off on a get to know your spouse, rebuilding your wedding or your marriage trip, and your sister's gay and she ran away with her gay lover. It's like, I am going to kill myself. This was a waste of 5 hours and I want to die. Like, I'm so sick of it. I hope those developers went out of business. I really do. I hope those developers went out of business.
Who actually made it?
No idea.
Don't matter. Don't care.
Don't matter. I just hope they went out of business, and I hope one of their cats got cancer. One of them. I don't know which one. I hope one of them got cancer because I'm fucking sick of that game. And it got so many awards, which is why I bought the game, because I didn't buy it right away. Once it started getting awards, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Do we want to go down that route? Because
we don't.
Black Panther win because of the black cast, or?
Yeah, I know. That's more political, and I don't want to get into that.
And they probably won that because of it being, that was just when that kind of movement was getting started too, wasn't it?
I don't know, Jordan. I don't want to get into it on this one.
You can shout your political allegiance.
People already know my political. They knew after the Gillette commercial video that I put out. They know my political allegiance. They know. I've mentioned it multiple times, but I want to do a podcast of that where I can put at least a quote unquote trigger warning at the beginning, where like this is gonna be my. That's one that we can do, and that's probably going to be 3 hours long. That's probably going to be a long one. This one I want to keep fairly neutral politically, and I just want to say that no matter where you are,
you brought it up, right? I didn't bring up Gone.
Well, I know, but from a subjective point, Gone Home was a piece of shit because the advertisement was really like out there. Like what I was saying before, when I was saying like, oh, it's nice to not know anything about the game. That one I knew about the game because they advertised it as a horror game, and they didn't provide a horror thing. They provided one jump scare, and that was when a light bulb burned out in like the attic or something like that, and they were talking about a ghost that was in the house, and I was like, oh sweet, a fucking ghost, finally, 3 hours in, I'm finally getting a fucking ghost, and the light bulb burns out. I was like, oh God, oh, here comes the ghost. Nothing. More fucking punk fucking cassettes that made me want to kill myself. It's like, oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh, I wanted to die. I wanted to die on that after finishing that game.
Zach.
I know. All right. I feel like that's good. I don't think we made any ground right here. I think it was just two guys yelling about how shitty the game companies are, which is a dead subject right now. But that's what I did for my first podcast. I still have no idea what I'm going to be saying this. I want to say alcohol and assholes, but I feel like YouTube wouldn't like that.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't. But, Jordan, do you have any final thoughts?
I've got nothing.
All right.
We'll talk about Star Citizen some other night.
Oh, my God. I really hope that you're not fucking serious about that Star Citizen shit. Oh my god,
Should we get into it?
No, we shouldn't. But look here, Jordan. I was excited about it too when I first found out about it. But let it go. It's dead. It's dead. It's a scam. Okay.
You're a fucking scam.
Right.
Subscribe to my channel.
Jordan, would you like to?
J Productions.
All right, and when you're done subscribing to his channel, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming on and listening to two assholes talk about video games. Cheers.